Hi, everybody.
Hello, hello.
Say hi, everybody else. Hi.
Hi, I'm Nightly. There you go.
Hola.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm reading. I apologize.
right,
I
so-
was coming up with stupid quips for my Drake Warden.
We are back with episode 2 of A Banquet of Lightning. Here we go, folks.
All right, right into it. Okay. Hi, I'm Luke. I'm gonna be playing Trayalane Euhyrus, and today I'm going to tell you a fun fact about myself. Or no, a shocking fact about myself. While living in Goldcrest, I have spent a lot of time by myself. So to make up of the isolation from my family, I've written a lot of varying letters to my parents, who I then give to Zalok, and they've yet to get back to me, unfortunately. And that's my go.
And for clarification's sake, Zalog is Mustang. So if
Mhm.
I refer to somebody as Mustang, they're one and the same.
Mustang Zalog. That'll happen a
Yes.
lot, by the way. Just a warning.
Yes. Okay, carry
Who's
on.
next?
You.
Hi. I'm Nightly. Obviously playing Marx, a Drake Warden on a tear who didn't want to be there.
Is that your fun fact?
He did not want to be at this banquet at all. The first
No,
place.
shocking fact.
That's why we're drinking. Also, I've been stabbed by a screwdriver.
Do you... What's the medieval equivalent of a screwdriver?
Probably a screwdriver.
It's a screwdriver. It's a screwdriver.
Okay. My name is Becky. I am playing Vaenya Becky. She is an artificer rogue. Vaenya considers herself to be an excellent judge of character and is about 50% correct, which she rounds up to almost always.
Nice. Nice. I like that.
I'm half sure this guy's all right. He's all right.
Before we start,
Serial killer.
I gotta refresh, unfortunately.
Okay. Oh, shit. So, Bailey, I believe you have a recap for us.
I do. All right.
Go for it.
I apologize immediately for butchering this voice. Last time on D&D. The story began by introducing 3 distinct lives in the moments before they converged at the princess's engagement gala. A night that promised celebration but delivered a descent into chaos. We first met Vaenya, a silver-haired high elf with a mechanical arm and a relentless, upbeat spirit. In the lower city, she and her adoptive father, a dwarf artificer and a top hat, spent their final hours tinkering together a small glimpse into the warmth of their home before they set off with a forged ticket and a dream of showing off their mechanical wonder. Next, we found Marx, a tall and muscular swordsman, sharing a drink with his best friend Kit. Far from the finery of the palace, the two traded barbs and shared a mutual disdain for the upcoming banquet, dreading the stifling presence of Marx's own family. Finally, we saw Trayalane, a blue tiefling woman, living under the heavy thumb of nobility. Her world was one of rigid personalities and high expectations, a stiff and suffocating house where even a gift, an ornate swan-hilted dagger from her father, had to be opened in secret. The 3 heroes arrived with vastly different energies. One ecstatic, one anxious, and one who didn't want to be there at all. The evening shattered when a dance between Traylane's brother and Vaenya led to confrontation. Vaenya pushing the brother to the ground, and a gem igniting the tapestry in the room. Her mechanical arm sparked and began a wildfire. Suddenly, the room plunged into total darkness as the palace's magic was cut off. Even as the fire spread, the lights faded and the prince scooped up Vaenya in an attempt to escape, only to find the ballrooms were locked. I fucked up there. But you know what? We're gonna roll it.
That's okay. That's okay.
As the ballroom became a death trap, every hero was forced into desperate, life-altering choices. Trayalane was torn between her own blood and her royalty, forced to choose between saving her brother, pinned beneath a burning tapestry, or her lifelong guard, Mustang. She chose to fight through the heat to save Mustang. Vaenya faced an agonizing split between her adoptive father and a mother trapped beneath a heavy table, burning, which I forgot to put in there. As the woman's children watched in horror, Vaenya threw herself into saving the mother, aided by the hero and fiancé to the princess. Marx refused to choose. He scrambled to save both his father and his best friend, tossing a rope around a pillow to secure it for his father before grabbing Kit and pulling him to safety. But the line snapped, and Marx could only watch as his father plummeted to his death. Behind him, balls of lightning began forming throughout the room, without his knowledge. Standing at the edge where the balcony had given way, Marx looked into the smoke-filled sky to see a mysterious figure, wreathed in a sphere of blinding light, standing mid-air above the ruin. And that's where we are.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. That was fantastic. Very, very good. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. That you covered a lot of it.
Had to clear my throat there.
Point of reference here. Yeah, take a break, take a drink. Have a lozenge. Anyways, point of reference as far as the map is concerned. So you'll see by looking at it, you'll see all these twig blights. The twig blights are in fact the balls of lightning. Oh, see, I'm on it. I know how it goes. Anyways, the twig blights are the little balls of magical energy. I'll be using a modified stat block of a twig blight. Not that you guys would know that in game, but just wanted as a point of clerical order here. The orange overlays on the map are the points in which is fire. So be aware of that. And yeah, and that's where we're at. So as you guys are kind of reeling from all of this trauma and all these cataclysms that have kind of been happening simultaneously, the fires continue to rage and people are still panicking. Obviously, the entire room is engulfing in flames, and all of the guests, which you can see are pounding at the large doors into the ballroom, and they're trying to get out. The doors themselves not budging, which is interesting because they open, so you would think that a lock would be visible from the inside. You would see that it's locked. And I'm gonna have everybody start the session by making a perception check. And I'm gonna kind of use this is just kind of like what are you guys seeing at this point in time?
I rolled a 16.
Okay, so Elaine, and we'll start with you. Stairs that you sprinted up very quickly, faster than you could earlier. Yeah, so you sprinted up the stairs, kind of weaving in and out and avoiding these flames to get to the top of the staircase. And the first thing that you see atop the staircase, excuse me, is Mustang fighting and fending off these two kind of amorphous beings of light. and you can see that he's got his saber out, and one of these beings is kind of flicking at him like a tongue of lightning, almost. It's flicking, and he's shinging off the attack, and another one goes in, and he goes for another parry, and it's consistently going back and forth between the two of them, and he almost doesn't even look phased while he's doing this. He has his one hand behind his back, like he's in his fencing position, and he's fine. He is not in any imminent danger, further than anything else that's going on.
Okay.
As you look around, you can see that one of those being blobs of energy is now on the path that you had just traveled up the stairs, and it's just kind of hovering at this moment. Vaenya, with you being down on the ground, you were just assisted this table by Sten, which is this massive, hulking man, human man, and he threw the table off of the mother to get her picked up and things and rescued, essentially, and then directed a couple of men that he had to gather her and the children and get up to the door, while he stayed behind and assisted you, kind of stood you up and asked if you were okay. But as you kind of are reeling a little bit, I want you specifically, real quick, to make me a wisdom saving throw.
12.
Okay, close, not bad. You are still kind of in the process of mentally processing what just happened. 1 second, everything was fine. You were having the time of your life and dancing with this handsome young man, and then literally the next second, less than a minute later, the room was engulfed in flames. You had lost Silton, and you still don't know where he's at. You are barely holding it together right now, but you're managing. As you look around the room, you can see that you are also kind of surrounded by several of these orbs of energy, of this magical energy. Marx, you are right on the edge of... Nice. I guess I'm just the outlier now. I'm the only one without blue light. I have to get that fixed. You are right on the edge of a collapsed balcony. The doorway has fallen away. The balcony itself is gone, and you.
Yeah, he's fine.
It'll buff off.
If he's worth his weight in perfection, as he always thinks he is, I'm pretty sure that Drake will just save him. He's fine.
You, like I said, you were on the edge. You just watched your dad fall off with the collapsed balcony. Kit is currently kind of like not hyperventilating, but he's winded, having just been through this terrifying ordeal. You have kind of noticed that some of these beings of magical energy have begun to apparate around the two of you also. And it seems as though you are kind of surrounded on all sides by danger. All of you have seen that. You are surrounded by danger. Some might say you are in danger zone.
I will not give you the satisfaction.
I wanted
It's
to.
okay. I almost laughed at my own joke. It's okay.
Did you feel
I
the
just
silence?
listened to that song earlier today too. I did.
Yeah.
What is everybody doing?
After you, Tiefling.
Okay. All right. So The first thing is Trayalane is going to be running up the Mustang and like going, or Saylog, Saylog, and kind of like rush up and see that he's actively fighting. What is going on, Saylog? I can't do anything right now, but
You run up to him, and before you even get to finish your full sentence, he takes a quick, makes like a quick feint, and kind of comes off to you, and puts his free hand on your chest, and just shoves you back.
No.
So he's just gonna kind of shove you back and out of the way of danger. And he's just going to, after he shoves you back to where you were at, he says, "Find a way out of here."
But are you sure I can do something? Kind of like not stuttering a bit.
Want to help? Shing, find a way out. Shing,
Okay.
parry,
Yeah.
sidestep, parry.
All right. Well, I assume that the door that where everybody's gathered right now is locked.
Correct. That's the door. That's the primary entrance. That's where everybody came in. That's the only real exit or entrance that you saw, or that you're aware of.
Yes. I know magic is not feasible right now, so featherfall jumping off the deck isn't an option. So I'm just gonna do a general look. Just look around if there's anything, like any opening, anything just out of place. If you get what I mean.
So we'll use that perception check that you had made. And in looking around, short of jumping out of a window or jumping off of the now missing balcony, jumping off out of the hole that's in the wall, realistically, it's looking like your only option is the door.
Everyone's at the door, but it looks locked. That might be our only way out.
Figure it out! Parry, feint, parry,
Okay.
stab. One of them dissipates.
Yeah, I'll go over to the door.
As the one dissipates, it's like the energy that it was consistent of, it begins to kind of warble back together.
So it doesn't stay dead.
Marx, what are you doing?
So, first things first. I'm first gonna slap my uncle. Or best buddy. Kid. I can't remember his uncle, best friend. But I slap him. Now, get your shit together. There's shit burning. There's a bunch of lightning bolts all over the place. I'm pretty sure Dad's fine. Let's go. And then he, looks at the door and sees all the people, huddled in front of him. He goes, double drop kick. And his goal is to, have and Kit bolt towards the door that everybody's in front of, and then double drop kick into the door. Both of them.
Okay. You slap Kit, and he kind of you slap the sense back into him, and he kind of sits up and shakes himself off a little bit, and kind of brushes himself off a little bit, and just, you can see sweat is kind of rolling down his face. And same with you, actually, same with all of you. It's getting quite warm with the fire in here raging. And he says, this outfit, and he's going to activate his shift weave, and it's gonna change into a sparring attire, a sleeveless cutoff shirt with some wristbands, and very, very combat leather-esque type of thing. gives him a little bit of more freedom of movement and things like that. He's going to stand up and he's going to take out a little. It almost looks like a butter knife or something like that out of his pocket. But he's going to take it and he's going to whip it out, and it's going to form into a full-fledged short sword. And he's just going to start hacking at these at the closest little thing of energy, because it's kind of standing in between and
Well, if that's the case, I'd
your
probably-
point of egress. Okay. Then what are you doing?
So I've just been kind of helped up by this strange beefy man, right?
Mhm.
Okay. She says shaky and weird. She's like, well, hello, stranger. There are a lot of things on fire right now. Don't worry. This is calm. I am calm. I'm so calm. And but is it that maybe we should be in going? But actually, I have a plan. Vaenya has a plan, and she slaps him on the back and casts heroism. So the prince now has 3 temporary hit points and cannot be frightened. She says, "Okay, now it is we are going this way through the door. Come on, strong man, you must help." She takes off.
When you cast the spell, it kind of this interesting feeling, like energy, kind of washes over him a little bit, and you can see that he perks up just a little bit, and it seems as though he stands up just a little straighter. Not that his posture is pretty impeccable already. I mean, this is like the definition of like a perfect man.
Yeah, I cast hero on the
but he
hero.
gets a little more perfect. And so he just kind of he says, the kids are fine. It looks like their mother's fine. I can't say the same for their father. So he looks over, and you look over, and it's like this man is just completely crushed. There's bone fragments, and it's not a good sight. And he says, "All right, up the stairs. Get to the door. Get to the door. Get to the door, and get up there. I'll look around for other survivors." And then he looks back over at these kind of energy forms, and he's just like, "Do you know what these are? Not that I'm blaming you, but I mean, it kind of started with you. Do you know what these things are?"
You think that she did that? She didn't do this. She wouldn't do that to me. We are pals, I don't know what they are. But I could know.
Who's
if I have
she?
time. What
The
do
woman you were
mean?
fighting with?
Yeah, what? No, there's no woman. That is my appendage, my tool. You don't what you don't but you are you against the mechanics? You don't treat your mechanics with a personality. You have to treat them nice or they won't work. It doesn't matter. I don't
Doesn't
have to
look like
explain
you.
this to you. I don't know what they are. I think that we should go.
Okay, we'll figure this out when this is settled. Get up the stairs. And he's going to kind of jerk with his head towards the stairs. And I think with everybody's kind of planning happening simultaneously, I think that we're going to roll for initiative now.
Mechanically, as this is happening, has anyone noticed, like, is anyone that's fighting these things, like, doing anything to them?
3.
So Trayalane saw that as Mustang it defeated one, it just kind of warbled itself back together and reformed and came back. Oof. That's good. Good for you guys. Vaenya, you're first.
Okay.
'Cause you're on deck.
Okay. On deck, or it's my turn now?
Vanya's first. Marx is on deck.
Marx is on deck. I missed that part. Okay. So this one that's right in front of me, I am going to try to do like a drive-by. So she's running up towards it, and then I want to say, because her arm is so new, and she still doesn't really understand everything, so as she's maybe a little further mechanically, but as she's getting closer to it, she's gonna be like rubbing her arm, and she's like, okay, now is the time, it's getting pretty hot in here. And something happens, something sparks, and she casts Firebolt out of the new arm. It is a 16 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, so...
Damn.
Max damage!
I just have to say this because it's so funny that he's like asking you questions about the fire starting, and then you're like, it's not me, and then you immediately throw a firebolt.
But she would never do that. Okay, so I hit it for 20
Insight check.
And then I'm gonna attempt... Oh, is it gone?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, beautiful. Okay,
It disappears and kind of falls to the ground.
what do
See, as you defeat one, you can see that there is this of like, in Skyrim, the ghostly remains, like ectoplasm on the ground. That's kind of what it looks like, sitting on the ground.
So I think with 30, I could make it like here. Oh, I lied. I'm going to bonus action dash because I'm a rogue.
Nice.
So good.
So that would get you. You were about right here, right? So 60 feet, you could literally clear like half the stairs. You could get up right next to the other.
Okay. Maybe. You know that is true to kill.
All right.
Well,
You good?
that's it for me, dog. That's my whole action economy.
Marx.
So, first things first, Marx has a sword pulled, and in Drake Warden fashion, but he gets in the stance with his sword and everything, but then he tilts the blade forward and just runs his hand down along the blade as his eyes seem to like illuminate and turn to like slits, kind of like a dragon's eyes. As he activates his feature, which is when I fucking find it. Just had it pulled up too. There it is. Gift of the Chromatic Dragon, Chromatic Infusion. Once per day, I can infuse my weapon with a certain damage type, and it stays that damage type for the next minute. I get that bonus 1d4 on every hit during this duration, and it's not a concentration. I'm gonna have that damage be cold damage, so his blade turns to frost. And you just have like this steam rising off it, and he's going to just puncture this one. He gets in that stance, he brings it up, and then he just thrusts the blade forward, aiming to just stab right through this thing. And let's see if digital dice fucking hate me.
Okay.
Yep, digital dice hate me like they usually do. It's an 11 to hit.
11 is not going to do it, unfortunately.
Yeah,
you go to just impale with this new thing, and maybe that's it. Maybe this is a newer gift and it's not quite settled into you yet.
I'm not done. I'm a ranger, so I miss on that first one, and I just bring the blade up and come down for a slash.
Okay. Hey, you guys, I forgot you're level 5. That's true.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Yeah, same thing.
I'm vetoing your digital dice.
this thing is just going just like that. True to lightning bolt fashion. It's moving a lot. Very difficult to hit. Anything else? Did you want to do any more movement, or you staying here?
That's where I'm staying.
Okay. Closer to near where the kind of musical instruments are at, and actually pretty close to right where you were standing, Vaenya, like maybe within 10 or 15 feet or so of what you were standing just a second ago. You begin to see something begin to swirl on the ground. And Marx, in fact, you can probably see this the best with it looking directly in that direction. You and Sten here. As this swirling kind of energy begins to appear, it begins to suck in a few of these energy beings, and as it sucks them in, they kind of form together and begin to lump and shift and mold and grow in size and brightness. And they turn into this hulking, massive, just swirling mass of magical energy. And there's no form to it, there's no shape, it's just this mass. It almost just looks like a gaseous kind of form, just kind of swirling, and you can see inside are lightning bolts striking all in which direction and things like that. And it is going to, as it's forming, it's also simultaneously moving right up next to the closest target, which is Prince Sten. And it's going to formulate this like two almost tendrils that are hulking and just absolutely massive, the size of fucking trees, just about. And it's going to bring them down upon Sten. And as it hits with the first one, Sten gets bashed over, but he maintains his ground a little bit. He gets hit with the second one, and this one catches him a little bit off guard, and he gets slammed into this other table that's right next to him. And he shouts pretty loudly. That was a pretty hard hit, is what it seems like. But next, the remaining forms of energy begin to move around. And just kind of begin going and shifting their spaces a little bit. These ones come right up on top of you and Kit, Marx, Trayalane. Actually, no, none good to you. So, Vaenya, you're going to take an attack. Marx, you're going to take an attack. And Kit's going to take an attack. Mustang's going to take a couple attacks. And you know what? I've decided. I'm going to roll digital also. Just for you guys.
Good. That makes it fair.
So Marx.
Do I sound like I hate digital dice? 'Cause
Attack.
I do.
Yeah, you do. That's okay. 17. Does 17 hit you?
Yep.
Okay, did you guys... No, you guys didn't see that, did you? Hold on.
It needs to make a DC 15 strength saving throw.
For what purpose?
Kinetic reprisal.
What the fuck is that?
It is
What is
another
that?
part of the Gym Dragon gifts. When you take damage from a creature within 10 feet of you, you can use your reaction to force a creature to make a strength saving throw of a DC 15. On a failure, the target takes 2d8 force damage and is pushed up to 10 feet away from you. On a success, the target takes half as much damage and isn't pushed. You can use this reaction 3 times per long rest.
Is this after damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Like it's like
Let's roll damage.
it's like what was it? Hell's whatever.
Hellish Rebuke.
Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah, there it is. Haven't used it for a while.
I see. Okay, so you are. This says take 2 lightning damage.
2 lightning.
And what's the what am I doing? A strength save?
Strength of 15. Oh yeah, I gotta roll these.
Cute.
It's got negative strength, doesn't it?
Yep. Yes, it does. Roll the damage.
That is actually what I used. 2. 12 force.
It goes in for one of these lightning quick strikes, and as it does, your gift kind of pulsates out of you in this reaction, and as it does, the energy just goes back and dissipates.
Wow, I love these fucking gifts, dude.
The one at Kit is going to get a 5, so the Kit kind of parries off the attack. Vaenya, yours is going to be 14.
Does not hit.
Okay. Thing you just kind of like, so fluid with your movement because you're half panicking, so you're like moving really quickly, but you're also just really good at deftly kind of dodging out of the way. And then Mustangs. And the other one is going to also miss. Very good. Alright, let's jump. Lane.
Okay, alright, so Trayalane is surrounded. She sees the Mustang getting attacked, but managing to handle himself like you said he was parrying. She's going to go. I mean, I'm still under the assumption that magic is not working right now. But Vaenya did cast her Firebolt. Would I have seen that, or is it too chaotic right now?
Honestly, I think that given the circumstances and given your objective as to what Mustang had just told you to do, you probably weren't looking in that direction.
Okay. I mean, I think Trayalane is going to try to gather the senses. Yeah, because like realistically, she wouldn't really know if magic's working right now. But she is gonna run towards the door. Do my 30 feet that way. No grid for me, but it was like right about here. I think that's right. And she's gonna like take a look at the like. Are people actively like going against the door, trying to open it right now? Or
Banging and pounding on the door.
Okay.
They are panicking. This is like a building. I mean, you've seen the scenes in movies and TV shows and things
Yes.
like that with a building on fire and a door being locked. People that's what's happening.
Okay. How about this? Like maybe Trayalane tries to like go up and like sees if like her spell kind of like sizzles out here. And should I like do something for that just to see, or should I? Oh.
I mean, if you want to try to cast a spell, I would say,
Yeah.
you can cast a spell. Like that's
I
action
think.
economy. But
What were you gonna say? Because I was about. I thought I was interrupting you.
no, that was
Okay.
it. That
Okay.
was it. No,
All right.
you're good.
So Trayalane is going to try to like wave her hands around a little bit, and kind of like this pulsating ice mist comes towards the door, and she's gonna cast knock on it as it kind of like some ice crackles at the door hinges and kind of goes into the lock.
You're gonna cast knock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, remind me exactly what knock does, because I've only ever had that spell be used once.
Choose an object that you can see within range. The object can be a door, a box, a chest, a set of manacles, a padlock, or another object that contains a mundane or magical means that prevents access. So if it's mundane or magical, that's like within means. And I'm casting this at 2nd level.
And it basically just opens it, or what does it do?
A target that is held shut by a mundane lock or that is stuck or barrel becomes unlocked, unstuck, or unbarred. If the object has multiple locks, only one of them is unlocked. If the target is held shut by arcane lock, that spell is suppressed for 10 minutes, during which time the target can be opened and closed. When you cast a spell, a loud knock audible up to 300 feet away emanates from the target. I didn't know that, though.
I mean, that's fine. So you cast the spell, and the entire door begins to kind of frost over as you cast the spell. And you're looking at it, and you can see that through the frost and through the ice crystals forming on the door, you can actually see the edges of the door begin to form a little glowing kind of line. And you know that's not part of your spell. That's never happened before when you've used the spell. This door was being held shut by magical means.
Okay.
You cast the spell, and the door pops open slightly. And the people at the front begin to rip it open. And as the doors themselves, because they're so large, are ripped open, this wave of people surges backwards and tumbles into you, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh dear, oh goodness, oh gracious.
What a way to go out, crushed by fat ass.
7. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, so the door is swung wide, and people, I mean, nobody was expecting that. So between the people and the doors themselves, you're kind of overtaken, and you're knocked down, and you're gonna take a little bit of damage.
I like to imagine Traylane's like doing this as sort of like a Hail Mary, and then kind of as it works.
Yikes.
Oh. But as she like as it's opening, she turns over to Zaylog, and she's like, Zaylog, sit, and then like absolutely gets fucking crushed by people.
Yeah, that makes sense. So as you turn around and kind of holler for him, yeah, that's when it overtakes. Yeah, 11 bludgeoning damage as you are trampled on from the certain people.
Knocked to the floor.
You do still have a bonus action if you want to do anything
I do, but I don't know if
related to that.
I think I'm going to hold off because most of the stuff. You know, fuck it. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do our meta magic. We're going to do the one where it lets me do quicken spell, I believe, where I can do a spell as a bonus action. I can only do a cantrip right now because I did a level spell, but I'm going to, if that's within range, 60 feet. How close is that to me? Twig Blight E. I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost on it, kind of like. I think she's kind of wave her hand out and just kind of forward as a beam of energy comes at it, and there's a 22 hit.
That'll hit.
Okay.
That'll hit.
And 2d8, and if I get a 1, which I did not, 11 damage, cold damage.
As you're kind of reeling from just being trampled on, you get up on your hands and knees, and you look up and you see Mustang fighting off these two beings, and you just lash out your hand, and this ray, this beam of ice magic shoots out and dissipates Twigblight E.
Okay, and I gotta take 2. And I believe that is my turn.
That's it for you, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. At the end of the round, because none of the flames have begun to subside, all of the flames grow in size. and begin getting larger and larger.
Oh my god.
Vaenya, need you to make a dexterity save, please.
Do you like my fuzzy dice?
Just gonna say I love the fuzzy dice. I used the fuzzy dice for a long time.
19.
Yeah, so that's a pass. So you are only going to take half of this damage. So one fire damage. And I need Mustang to roll. Also, but Mustang's gonna fail though, so he's gonna take the 2, which is fine. That's fine. Okay, so top of the round, and Vaenya, you're actually up now.
Okay,
Wait,
I
give me a
am
minute, let me
going.
I have to roll for the twig. Hold on, I forgot about him too. He's probably gonna fail.
Well,
No, or not. I said that, that's why he passed. Okay, continue, sorry.
no, that's okay.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to keep running and just dash. Can I get to like? Oh, what the heck? I think I grabbed your thing. Can I get to like here with 60? Right.
Beeline, that's like, yeah, that's 60 exactly, almost.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
I was just eyeballing it. Okay. How is it looking? Like, is Traylane's on the ground, or like, are they prone, or did they just get pushed back?
She's currently, yeah, she would be considered prone right now. And there's also other people just kind of on the ground. Everybody's kind of getting up and scrambling and trying to force their way through the doors.
Okay. Then I'm not gonna attack anything. I'm going to run up, be like, "Hello, I know the ground. You see that everything is being on fire, right? Come on, get off. It's time to go." I'm gonna use my not scoop, but I reserve the right to scoop in the future.
But Trayalane looks at you like with this disdained horror. Just like,
hello, aren't you being glad to see me? Let's go, get up.
she's instinctively looking to stay along, like
Totally tone deaf.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use my action to pick up Trayalane, and with the intent of like trying to get out the door.
Okay. So yeah, so you stand her up, so you're not prone anymore, Trayalane. Okay. If that's gonna be it for you, then Marx. And as a note, Trayalane, as you right after you kind of you threw that ice spell to help out Mustang, you could see that the flames actually expanded and began to take him over. He is in the flames at this point.
Okay.
What are you doing?
So, I see Mr. Prince over there, Mr. Beautiful and Perfect himself, right?
Through the fire and the flames. Yes.
Perfect. Actually, perfect. I'm gonna cast Healing Spirit on top of them.
Okay.
And then I'm going to dash.
So that's a radial thing, right?
Yep. Well, no. I will read Healing Spirit. Range is 60 feet, and it covers a 5-foot cube, so 1 square. You call forth the nature spirit to soothe the wounded. The intangible spirit appears in the space as a 5-foot cube. You can see with the brace. Spirit looks like a transparent beast of Fae. I'm gonna go with like ancient Chinese dragon.
Oh, okay.
Just looks like. Just
Before
like
you
a little
continue,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say you have to move forward like 5 feet. Then you can get 60 feet. So, yes.
Okay.
Carry on. Continue.
Until the spell ends, whenever you are a creature you can see moves into the spirit space for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there, you can cause the spirit to restore 1d6 hit points to that creature. No action required. The spirit can't heal constructs or undead. The spirit can heal a number of times equal to 1 plus your spellcasting modifier. Minimum of twice. After a healing spirit heals that number of times, spirit disappears. As a bonus action on your turn, you can move the spirit up to 30 feet. For each slot above second level, it gets 1d6 extra healing. So for now, it's just a d6 healing.
Okay. And that happens like right now?
Yeah. And then I'm going to flank out this other thing for my uncle to kill it.
Okay. Do you want to roll the healing, or do you want me to?
How do you want to run healing? As in, like, the person who gets the healing rolls the heal, or the person healing rolls the heal?
I would say the person doing the spell would roll typically.
Okay.
Oof.
Wow, it hovered. It hovered. 4 and 1. It's like
Better,
It's cocked.
better than nothing.
I think it's 1 HP.
Better than nothing.
But now he's got like this like icy looking Chinese dragon standing behind him while I flank out the other little beastie over here.
Sorry to interject, but there was something else I forgot to talk about. The hit points for heroism, they get that at the start of each turn while it's active. Just so that we're tracking mechanically when it's his turn.
Oh, every turn.
Yes.
Beefing up the hero right now.
That's pretty dope. Pretty dope. Okay, hold on. 'Cause now I need to change my dice. Ooh, you know what? We're gonna do those ones. All right. So, anything else, Marx?
That would have been. I gotta make sure that's an action. That was a bonus action. I'm smacking the shit out of this thing. So he's like,
Okay.
he goes, "Huh," turns around and just, "Huh," and comes down on it.
Okay. There's a hit.
And
I knew you could do it, buddy.
I'm gonna do it one more time because I got extra. Wow. Okay. Cool. Thanks. Now you want to do this. How overkilled is it?
Massively overkilled. These things have 4 HP. That's it.
Just absolutely destroy this thing in front of Kit.
All right, so now that a handful of these things have been defeated, as you guys kind of are doing your things and just doing what you're doing, you can see that this large magical entity continues to grow. And the magical remains of the things that you're killing are being absorbed into larger being, the animated breath. Something that you've noticed.
Oh, good thing we're
Any
super-
movement or anything else? Marx.
Nope.
So now that actually takes us to Sten's turn. And Sten is going to whip off a massive what is a flamberge? Is that how you say that? What?
Phrasing.
Freezing? I don't get it. Oh, because I said whip it out. Is that what you're saying?
Whip off.
Whatever. He's gonna take off the gigantic flamberge off of his back, which you didn't notice before because he was standing, at attention. And as he takes it off, he's going to take 3 gigantic swings in quick succession at this weird object. First one. Is going to hit. The second one is going to miss. And the third one, 25, is that what that says? Is gonna hit. This is gonna take forever. 1, 2, 4, 31. It's going to do 41 points of damage to this thing. Okay. And he's just going to be shouting his war cry and his battle cry as he is swinging his sword. But next, unfortunately, it's going to be the animated breath's turn. The first thing that it's going to do, as it begins to reel from these sword attacks, it's going to... What's it going to do?
I feel like this is an important detail that just got glossed over. What does his war cry sound like?
Just a... Wah!
So,
It's just a...
Mario dying?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's like
No. Mario doing is or something like that. That's not.
That's now canon. That is now
I
canon.
I feel like that was
war cry is Mario's death.
that was rage bait for me. I'm convinced.
The animated breath is going to disappear really fast, almost like it was lightning. And it's going to reappear right in the middle of this flame, and as it does that, Sten's gonna get shocked a little bit. He's gonna take 6 lightning damage. And then it's going to continue to fly the rest of the way to get right next to you, Marx. Through the fire. And as it's going through the fire, it's almost like it's kind of absorbing the energy from the fire and growing even larger in size. As it's passing by you, it's going to make a couple attacks with these weird, like, tree-sized magical tendrils.
Is it lightning
The
damage?
first one's going to be a 20. It is going to be... Some of it's going to be lightning damage. Some of it's going to be bludgeoning, and some of it's going to be lightning.
All right, I'm going to make myself resistant to lightning damage as a reaction.
You do not have your reaction back yet.
I do. My turn just happened. I never used a reaction after you used Healing Spirit in my attack.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you turned... Okay, you're right. I was thinking that was just now. Okay, so you're going to be resistant to lightning, you said?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so 2 attacks. So that was the first one. And the second one is only an 11. So the second one's not going to hit. The first one you're going to take... So this is the bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
20 bludgeoning. That was max.
Yeah.
And the lightning damage... Oh, but look at that. See, the dice make up for it. And only
Didn't they?
1 damage.
They
because
made
you're
up for it by
resistant.
rolling lowest when he's resist.
I
I rolled
will
max
reiterate
on
this.
one and then minimal
I
on the
hate
other.
digital.
It makes it fun though, because you
Mario,
never know what's
I
gonna happen.
disagree. I
You-
disagree entirely. I wholeheartedly, with all my soul, disagree.
you
Because
are
there's
being
nothing better than
punished
rolling this.
because Dice Christ does not discriminate. You are being punished.
I got all of these, and I have 2 more sets coming in. One of which was ordered for Marx. Now I don't get to fucking use them.
Oh really? I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I also, before I came to this conclusion that I was going to do this, I bought. That's a poor example. I bought a set. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see that, but like on the ones, it's the like draconic eyeball on all of them.
Really like that. I think I've seen that before.
Yeah, it
too.
was really fucking cool.
My dice are gonna collect dust now. And I think I know why my gold
Right.
dice are so favorable to me, by the way. It's because I was really looking forward to that
Why?
Pokemon campaign, and I bought these dice for that character. And since I never got to actually go anywhere with that, it's like, all right, fuck it. Whatever campaign uses in, they're gonna beat the shit out of Coty.
We'll get back there again one day. I would really like to do that. But anyway, so now it's the blights turns. Let's see what they're going to do. Okay. They are all just going to begin gravitating towards Big Mama. Mustang's going to take an attack of opportunity against the other one, though.
Has he been in the initiative, or have you just been doing them like kind of?
I've been doing him.
Okay.
I was going to add him this round, just like I added Sten this round.
Okay.
So he would have been right after you.
Okay.
Hey, you just failed a con check. You know what that means.
That was for the Healing Spirit, because I did get hit.
Oh, for concentration.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I forgot about
Proud
it
of
for
you.
now, and I was gonna wait until you're done with the whole turn selection and then explain what I did.
Mustang is going to hit his attack, and it wouldn't have mattered. It's gonna die. His stat block is using a great sword, but it's fine. Ba-ba-ba. And that leaves us with only the 2 twigs left. And that takes us to Trayalane. Your turn.
Hello. Okay, so I think as you pull Trayalane up, she's like, well, if you insist on touching me, and then she's gonna cast Dragon's Breath on you. So cold Dragon's Breath,
Ooh.
and she's going to say, we need to at least put out the fire. So if you insist on being near me, help me out. And then I use my leveled spell, or a leveled spell here. So I'm going to I don't know what a ray of frost would really do here, but just try to at least try to fight the fire a tiny bit, and probably be a little selfish and go towards where Mustang like area is.
Okay.
And oh, do you need me to read
So
Dragon's Breath?
Dragon Breath?
Yes.
Nope. I mean, maybe for if
Yeah,
Becky needs it, then
Do you need that, Becky?
you can. But
I'm sorry, say that again?
Do you need me to read out Dragon's Breath? No, you're good? Okay.
all right. And you said you're gonna do Ray Frost towards the fire.
Yeah, pretty much.
To the Mustang, right? So obviously it's not gonna put it out,
Yeah, I figured.
but will certainly assist in shrinking the flames, kind of, shrinking them down a little bit, which is a start. At the end of the round, though, one area of flames shrunk down a little bit, but the rest of the flames have grown. And they threaten to overtake most of the room, including now trapping Sten, Marx, and Kit. So I need Marx and Kit to both make dexterity saving throws. Okay, so Marx has to pass. Kit is also going to pass, and Sten needs to make one as well. Sten's gonna fail. You are all going to take... Well, you guys passed. So you guys are going to take 1 fire damage. Sten's going to take 3 fire damage. And... that's the end of the lair action. So Vaenya, that takes us to your turn.
Okay, so...
The people, as a note, all of the guests are funneling out right now. So they are in the process of clumsily funneling out the door.
Is there any that, like, seem like they're not fine?
Several, yes.
Okay. Okay. So Vaenya kind of clutches her chest and is like, what did you do to me? I have heard of cold hands, being as I have one cold hand, we already have so much in common. And I guess I'm going to... So where do you want? I mean, there's so much fire. Did you have a plan, friend?
Just go. Just do anything you can.
Okay, I guess if the people are funneling out, I'm gonna focus on this bubble with the intent of trying to carve a path. I don't know, how high is this balcony?
20 feet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get rid of this right here, as well as I can. It's a 15-foot cone.
Yeah, I mean, coupled with the Ray of Frost from earlier, I think that using your Dragon's Breath would definitely be able to get that little tidbit out of it.
Okay.
As that portion of flame disappears.
Okay, great. And then, so that was an action. How would you rule, like, dropping a rope?
Action, essentially.
Full
Now,
action.
dropping it would be a free action. But tying it off to something would probably take... I would allow you to do a bonus action, considering you're a rogue.
Okay,
That's kind
what
of like a sleight of hand type of thing.
Yeah. So... ish, I'm kind of guessing here. I think probably this edge, if I can. I'm gonna try to tie off a rope and drop it here.
You're just moving, you're not dashing or anything like that?
Right.
You can get, because you were about right there, so that puts you 30 feet, puts you probably about right.
I'm touching it. You touch it.
Right there.
Okay, so we're not close enough.
Right. Now you could bonus action and dash the rest of the way, and then your next turn.
Maybe.
So that you're there and be prepared.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Because you can drop the rope as your free action, right? Just tying it
Yeah.
off would be the bonus action. So like
Right.
you're standing on the balcony or on the ledge, drop the rope. Okay. So Marx, you are currently standing in ever expanding fire. What are you doing?
You're muted.
Besides talking muted.
So we can't hear you.
Whoops. I go, all right, kid, time to go. And I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike.
Whoa.
You move like the wind until the spell ends. Your movement does not provoke opportunity attacks. Once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack roll on your turn. The attack deals an extra 1d8 force damage on a hit. Whether you hit or miss, your walking speed also increases by 30 feet until the end of the turn. So my current move speed is 60 feet, and I can't provoke attacks of opportunity. And before I move, I'm going to dump 2 attacks into the face of this thing, with my first attack being at advantage. Whatever face it may have.
So a 16 is going to hit.
Alright. Then the second one to hit. 19.
They'll both hit.
Are we still within the minute time frame in which I infuse my weapon? Well, I've been like 3 rounds, right?
He said yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
I shook my head. Yep.
My bad.
Didn't physically say it, but I shook. I bobbleheaded.
And then I add a d4 to each of those. And then I add Zephyr Strike to that.
$32 points of damage.
And then from there, I am not trying to select that. There we go. So let's measure this bitch.
Fun fact: as you struck out with your sword, the combination of all of this magic that you got going on, the ice blade assisted in the flame.
I am going to use the full 60 to jump all the way down here.
So, okay, when you run through the fire and the flames, you can see that Sten is he's not looking super injured, but he's like his clothing is burning. He's probably like missing his eyebrows or something like that. Like he's crisping, but he's not super injured.
Come on, hero boy, let's get out of here.
That's it. He's just gonna give you that. Kind of. Maybe you guys do like the power handshake, the predator handshake.
I'm keeping an eye on Kit. He's Zephyr Strike. He's hoping his uncle also remembered to use that.
On that note, actually, Kit is going to... It's his movement. Not quite be able to get there. He's going to dash, his action to dash over to where you have the rope, Vaenya, and grab on the rope and prepare to begin climbing the rope as soon as it's tied down on his next turn. But that takes us to Sten. And Sten is just going to kind of look around. You guys are surrounded by flames. He's going to look around at all of the fire and he's going to say, any suggestions?
I got one, but I gotta wait until my next turn to use it.
What's a turn?
I don't know. For some reason in this world, I can only attack for so much. I gotta wait for other people to do stuff, and then I can do my things after everybody's done doing their things. I don't know why.
Just want to remind Stan that he is being brave right now.
Sten is going to take his turn to, while you just arrived and he's like, he doesn't know what to do, where to look. He's going to just kind of scan the area and look to see if there's anybody here that he can help. I'm going to roll a perception check for Sten. Hard to see much of anything through the fire without a wildly high perception for people.
You say
And
well,
yeah, then he's just gonna wait until you tell him what to do. It's now the animated breath's turn. It's going to do what it's been doing, and it's gonna suck up these remaining twigs. These remaining. I was calling them in my head. I was calling them lights, like lights, but like
Yeah.
lightnings. But anyways, it's gonna suck those up, and at this point, this thing is effectively twice its original size, and I can't make the token any bigger, which is weird and unfortunate for D&D Beyond. But it's effectively the size of what it is, and it is going to release this really weird sound. It's almost like a chittering sound, but like if you were to combine like a chittering, like a kind of like back to the Skyrim references, the Charuses, like clicking that they make. Combine that with like rusted metal grinding on one another.
I'll be honest, I've always called those a chorus.
Really? I mean, it probably is.
I have no idea. It's
You know what I'm
chorus.
You know what, but you know what I'm talking about.
Beetle.
It took me a second, but yes.
Okay. And so it's gonna just release this horrific sound, and it's going to kind of shrink down just a little bit before it expands into a massive, explosive wave of magical energy. I need everybody in the room to make a Constitution saving throw.
Probably have to make 2 of these, aren't I?
There you go. The fuzzy dice pulling through.
I think that's
Fuzzy
10.
days are pulling through.
10.
Some marks failed. Then is gonna pass. Oh, shit, fuck. Where am I going? hit is going
Next.
to natural 20. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Mustang is going to fail.
Oof.
Okay, so everybody who failed that roll. People who failed are going to take 15 lightning damage. People who passed are going to take 7.
I am going to absorb elements
Nice.
at second level.
Yours is built for gaining resistance. Is that your whole spiel? Your whole shtick?
Yeah.
Okay.
He is
That's a good-
he is built to be very hard to kill.
That's a good shtick to have.
Mr. Important. Just kidding. Wrong game.
So I will absorb 5 of that. So how much was the total?
15.
Wait, let me see if I read that right. No, I have resistance to the triggering type, and then I deal 2d6 damage on my next hit of the triggering type.
Oh, yeah. Constitute. That was 15 again, right?
So 7 or 8.
Yes.
7 or 8. Okay. Constitution. I don't think that passes. Well, that's 7. 7. That's your ruling.
Were you concentrating on Dragon's Breath?
Yes.
Alright, so after that explosive wave comes out, this thing is simply going to drift. Gigantic hole.
Oh, don't think that's good.
Trayalane.
Okay.
What the heck?
So I am actively like Trayalane looks destroyed after that, like burns all over. I think right now I'm gonna focus on. So it's gonna sound weird at first. I'm gonna cast.
Wait,
what's up?
time out.
Yes.
Something to mention. The energy of the explosive wave doused the flames. It literally blew the flames
Oh,
out.
Okay.
So there is no more fire.
Are people out of the
Yes.
door at this point?
Most of them are getting out. There are still a few stragglers, the ones that were injured, or the meek.
Okay.
They're working on it.
All right. And did that 7 pass or fail? I just wanted to check. Because I'm not sure what the
Your
roll-
con save?
Yeah, con save.
10 is the minimum.
10 is
so fail.
minimum? Okay, so fail. Just making sure. Sorry. Alright, so then Trayalane's just gonna go, we're good to go. I don't she's gonna kind of see the thing in the distance. I mean, I don't think I can really do much. Do I want to go away or toward it? I think I'm gonna go defeat this way, kind of towards Zalog a little bit. What does it look like right now? Do I see, like, say, do I happen to see Verwind?
Make
Or-
a perception check.
Okay.
they were burning under logs and
19.
tapestry, getting hit by all that AoE.
So a 19 is pretty good. There is a lot of damage and destruction down on the lower floor. There was a lot of fire burning on the lower floor. And even though it wasn't burning for very long, it was burning pretty intensely. There are numerous charred corpses and furniture and a mix of all kinds of things. It's almost impossible without getting down and investigating to see specifics as to who's who.
Okay. Well, I think as she's at the balcony and like, you know, the fire is done, she's like, just trying to yell. I mean, I don't know how big this room is. It's just saying, the door's unlocked. Let's go.
All right, here, boy. You ready?
Mark, you would probably hear that, yeah. Even though she's out of breath, you know, her lungs are filled with smoke from being on the upper floor for so long.
And a passive 20 perception.
That's what I mean. You would probably overhear her say that at least. And obviously, Vaenya, you're up there, so you would be able to hear.
As I'm walking, I cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Oh, are we out of initiative? I missed that part.
Well, we don't know that yet.
Not,
Oh, wait, yeah, that's a good.
not quite.
That's my fault.
And I assume
fine.
one of those things would probably be my action. So
Yeah, I would say your action's
Then
effectively taken.
I don't think I can move anymore, unfortunately. So let's see how that goes for me. Woo.
Okay. At the end of the round, obviously Mustang is going to run over and kind of assist you, Trayalane, and make sure that you are up. Going to throw your arm around him and is going to pull you up. He just says, "Get up, Black Swan. You're not dying here today. Let's go." He's going to grab you and
She's just like looking around.
Vaenya, the rope that you are currently holding, Kit is down below just shouting, "Tie the rope! Wait, no, don't tie the rope. I'm gonna walk."
No, don't do that.
And
What the-
he turns around and begins power walking, like speed walking towards
Oh.
the staircase.
I was like, you look scary.
And at the top of the round, as there's no more flames rushing, animated breath being disappeared out the hole in the wall, I think that we could probably hop out of initiative at this point.
Okey-dokey.
So, in saying that, what's everybody gonna do?
I have an immediate thought on what to do there. I just drop a healing spirit in front of the staircase. And then
It's like
heal
a
myself.
quarantine thing.
Huh?
Have everybody walk through it. Have
Yeah,
everybody
so-
walk through it like they're being.
Yeah, like the three of us down here are just gonna walk through it and like get a d6 of healing, and I'm gonna cure wounds myself for 2d8 plus 4.
So as Kit begins to turn around and walk away from the rope, Vaenya, that you were holding, he is going to go over to the hole in the wall. And he's going to say, "Marx, you might want to come take a look at this." He's pointing, has his arm pointing out towards the hole.
Oh, Alright, so he like walks up, he's like, "Oh, okay." It turns, like starts heading up. What's going on?
You look out and roll a perception check. And as Marx is walking up, kind of just looks around and observes to see who's left standing. Sten is also going to walk over with you.
With a 27 perception.
As Marx and Sten are... Okay. And Sten are walking up. What did you say? You rolled?
27.
Or did you roll your dice?
No, look. 17 plus 10.
It's not on there.
It is most certainly on there, sir.
I don't have it. Let me refresh. Hold, please.
1 minute ago, Marx, perception check, 2DM, 17 plus 10 equals 27.
Don't
Oh,
see.
there it is. I had to refresh my page.
Yeah, I think I'm at the refresh too.
You're good. As these two are walking over there, Trayalane, Vaenya, what are you guys doing?
Gosh, I'll let her go first.
I'll get into the perception in just a minute.
Does it seem safe?
Okay, that's of it. Does it seem safe?
Yeah, like what's the vibe? Like is like the fire's out, everybody's outside.
The fire's
What's the
out.
panic level?
The damage is done. Most of the panic people are outside at this point. If you want to roll,
Okay,
give me a
let me tell
general
you.
intelligence check,
Okay,
and I'll give you the the vibe of like the structural integrity of the room.
13.
So you know that some of the support beams have already collapsed, the damage by the flames. Not safe to be around, but at the same time, you don't know what the construction of this building is like. You don't know the details exactly of like the blueprints and things like that. But if you had designed this building based on seeing the support beams fallen, you would probably assume that it's not safe.
Okay. I'm asking for the purposes of I would like to just take a peek under where dear old Hazard was, just for confirmation.
Okay. So the last time that you've seen him, I'll ping it as soon as I find my pinger. The last time that
Pinger.
you've seen him, he was my pinger. He
I feel
was
like
under
that's
this
a lot
table.
here.
Can I peek?
Yes. So you can you walk down and make a perception check, or investigation. I think would probably be better suited for this.
Oh my god, I hate it here. 9.
We're gonna sound really morbid. It's not that you don't find anything, because you do find a lot, probably more than you were looking for in the first place, and that's part of the issue, is that you can't any details to make out who's who.
Okay. Ugh. Okay. I wanted to find like some like, so that's confirmation, but there's no, with a low roll, there's no like memento. Okay.
Unfortunately.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, Trayalane.
Okay, so Zalo.
While these is
Sorry.
Ed, what are you doing while this is going on?
Okay, so I mean, Trayalane is going to probably be. There's two main things right now: her family and her brother, which is part of the first one, but you know what I mean.
Not the same thing.
Yeah, basically the same thing. But she's going to turn over to Zaylok, and she's like, "Have you seen my parents at all? I saw them at the balcony earlier."
Last time I seen them, they were out on the balcony. They were talking to that wicked dance.
Maryland was in.
Right, but then everything happened. Lights went out. I lost track of them when the lights went out. I don't know.
Maryland was in that. He. And she kind of like motions like kind of where it happened.
Mm-hmm.
I.
He does something that you have never experienced with him. And as you begin to have this emotional exchange with him, he's quite a bit bigger than you, right? He kind of grabs your head and cradles you while you begin to cry. Doesn't say anything, offer any words of comfort. He embraces you and he
Okay, I kind of
lets
want to
you do
see
it.
what kind of cry this is, though, if that's okay. Lower means like full out, like, or like.
Let's give a roll a D100. If
D100?
a
Okay.
100 is max cry,
Roll for
Okay.
breakdown.
like full blown
27.
ugly
27. There's
It's
tears.
I mean, it's bad,
Yeah,
but it's not. It's like a light sob.
yeah. Traylane's not one to go, so. Not this time, at least.
Right. As you're doing this, he lets you go for a second or two, and he begins to pull away, and he says, "Can you walk?"
I think so. It has been a
I'll handle the
horrible,
rest.
horrible night, Thaylog.
I did tell you I didn't want to come to this. I don't like these things for a reason.
This has happened
Do I
Look
hear
before.
that?
outside. Wait for me there. Do
So-
you? Nah, probably not.
Damn it. I was gonna be like, yes, same here.
She's going to sit down, though. She's exhausted and hurt.
So he just has to walk outside. Don't speak to anybody. I will be out shortly.
Okay. And she does exactly as she's told.
Marx and Kit and Sten, as you guys kind of get up to this hole in the wall, your wildly high 27 perception check from a little bit ago. As you're looking out into the night sky, this being of magical energy, this animated breath that you were fighting, that had you felt it walloped you. You felt what it could do. Just before it was the size that it was. This gigantic mass is flying the air, where you can see that pinpoint of light that you had seen earlier with the individual inside of it. It begins flying towards that. As this mass of magical energy flies up, it begins to thin out and kind of become this like magical tendril that's snaking its way through the sky. If you were just down in the city, or even down in the lower city, and you were seeing this with no context, it would be beautiful, and it would be a true to behold. And you would think that it was just some celebratory thing being done to honor Princess's engagement. But you know that it's not, obviously. And
Can I do
As-
an insight to see if this is about to turn into us getting nuked?
insight? Yeah, sure, I'll let you do that. Yeah.
With a 22?
That's pretty good. I mean, you're definitely getting sketchy vibes in this whole thing. You've never seen anything like it, though. You have nothing to compare it to.
I think we need to get out of here immediately.
When you say that, it's like Sten wakes up a minute and he's like, "Oh, my betrothed, her mother, the queen. We have to go." And he doesn't even wait for the rest. He begins running towards the stairs. And Vaenya, you're getting down the stairs at this point. You guys kind of brush past each other. And Sten, as Sten's getting ready to round the corner to the stairs, are you following,
Yeah.
Marx? Okay.
I'm
So
dragging Kit.
you and Kit are both following it. Yeah, right. Sten you guys get ready to run into Vaenya. And Sten stops, and Vaenya, what's her composure like? What's her demeanor like right now?
Is this after what I just did, or like at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say right after.
Okay. Her composure is non-existent. For the first time since you've met her, Vaenya is completely quiet. But she is smiling, almost to the point that it's unsettling. So she's smiling, and there's just tears.
Okay. Sten is going to not say anything except come. Let's get you out of here. And is just going to put a large meaty hand on the small back and begin to kind of guide you upstairs.
There you go.
So all of you now at this point are outside waiting. Trayalane, you're the first to see this. As the people from the guests, all the guests from everything from this event, they are not scattered, but they're beginning to kind of scatter in all directions. But there is a containment wall at the bottom of the marble stairs that you had walked up to get to this place. A containment wall of soldiers. And soldiers are not like the city guards that you had seen at the teleportation circle. These soldiers are fully clad in black metal armor. There's no faces exposed. You can't tell what race or what gender or anything like that. Everything is extremely uniform. They're all holding spears and shields. They're blockading everything. Every exit is being blocked by this group. There's probably hundreds of them. And what are you doing when you see this?
First off, I want to. What's
your
being
first
said?
reaction?
Yeah, like I want to hear what is being said. What is the exchange right now? Are they like just not saying anything, letting people through, or?
The soldiers themselves aren't saying anything. The people are still panicking. The guests are still panicking. They're trying to get through, and they are just being prevented from leaving.
So Trayalane was told to come out here by Zalog. She was told to wait, but at this moment, there's like this. There's this like. First off, there was the magical lock that kept keeping people inside. So that was already suspicious as is. And then there's a bunch of people holding people inside. So she's going to... I think she's going to gather it, try to get it grasp on like, what... Are they here to contain us? I guess.
Make an insight check.
Unfortunately, I rolled a 1.
Yeah, I mean, dealing with soldiers and you've not. Mustang's the closest anything like this that you've ever dealt with. You don't know what the military would be here for. I mean, you're at the behest of or bodyguard, essentially. You have no idea.
She is going to probably not take any engagement of it, but there's that like confusion in her mind right now. She's going to probably just go back, like Veilog said, sit down and just wait for him to come for now.
the rest of you get up the stairs effectively, and you exit the door, and you all see the same sight. At the bottom of the stairs, this marble staircase, and in the surrounding kind of courtyard type area that you find yourselves in on the street below, every egress point is being blocked by these soldiers. What are you guys doing? Sten is just looking around. He at this point has kind of not left your group, stepped away a little bit from your group, to begin looking for the princess and the rest of his kind of family, his contingent.
I would like to roll an insight, and depending on what this insight tells me, will gauge what I'm going to do next.
Insight for what? This a similar thing to what Trayalane just tried to glean?
He is going. First of all, he's gonna be like looking at these soldiers, and is there like any defining insignias?
Well, that sounds less insight, more perception.
Perception for that shit, yes. But like the next part is like the part of the insides where I'm gonna figure out why they're here.
Okay.
Who and then what? Or sorry, who then why?
Right. Okay. That's fine. Go ahead. Vaenya, what are you doing? If anything.
Well, I don't know. I think she's a little aimless right now. Like, she was following the big man and he is doing his own thing. I guess, can I try to find... How close am I to Trayalane? How close is everybody to everybody?
Trayalane, you probably... did you just come, like, right outside the door?
Yeah, like, exactly as instructed by Zalog. Yeah. Just waiting on Zalog.
So you would have seen Trayalane right there. You could, I just, if you wanted to, I mean, just because Sten, like, stopped guiding you, doesn't mean that you can continue to follow him if you feel as though you are aimlessly wandering.
Yeah,
but
okay.
Trayalane is just outside the door.
Okay, then maybe I will stick with Sten just for now. And she's just gonna look up at him and say, Is someone in trouble?
They will be, I'm sure. Maybe you're gonna look down at your arm, which the arm itself still looks pretty fancy and pretty intricate and pretty neat and nifty. And the crystals that were once in it have since exploded, and the sockets are now empty, which doesn't leave you completely motionless in the arm. Like, you have limited range of motion now at this point. But he's just going to look at your arm and kind of purse his lips as he looks back at you and really looks at you. And you can see that he's making an insight check.
Yeah.
Essentially. And as he... Huh?
Let's hope he rolls high, because he's in a position where it's bad if he rolls low.
Yeah. As he's looking at you and he purses his lips, he just says, maybe we need to find a place to hide you, I think.
Oh, but do you think so?
Marx, what are you... You're looking around right now, right? But you didn't go too far from the group?
He stepped outside when he saw the bodies. Like, I think him and Kit are both like
But-
taking a step outside, or like trying to step towards outside to see all these dudes in armor.
Right. Well, that's what I mean. You didn't separate too far from the people that you had walked out here with.
Yeah.
So,
Really
as Sten, yeah, go. We'll take a 5-minute break. Go, do your thing. I think I'm only gonna go to like 11 anyways. Cause I'm exhausted.
ABC people, beep, beep, beep,
It's been a very I've loved this session so far.
I'm having fun.
If the fire wasn't gonna go out, I was gonna do what was it? Scorching Ray, and then I was gonna change it to ice, because then if I cast a 3rd level, I get 4 rays, and then just.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, fire was a very good like show off of that, right?
Yeah, it would have been dope. That would have been dope. I forgot that you could do that.
It came with I think, what is it? The one cauldron, someone's cauldron.
Tasha.
Yeah, Tasha's his last, or what? Yeah, not hideous. You know what I mean?
Yeah. One of the volunteers I worked with today was named Tasha. Back now?
Okay.
That was fast.
I had to urinate. It was just really starting to get painful.
It's like a jet stream?
That's not good.
That's okay.
I held it in
Do
for
you have
so
to hold
long.
your toilet or what?
All that engine going and everything, and I was like, okay. And yes, I unloaded the mighty rivers.
You drinking water?
Lots.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I have like
Anywho.
7 bottles empty around me from like literally the past 2 hours.
The way. I'm sorry, moving on.
So anyways, Sten looks over at you, at Marx and Kit, as Marx and you guys are both, the two of you and Kit are kind of working in tandem, ascertain what the hell is going on. And as far as your skill checks that you had made a little bit ago, the only real insignia that you can see on these particular soldiers is not one that you are familiar with. You can see it on their shields, you can see it on their breastplates. And what it is it's a, from this distance, it looks like is almost like a bouquet of like of some type of flower, maybe a rose, but then encircling the bouquet is a winding like thorn vine. So from this distance, that's what you can see kind of carved into the shields and breastplates. And as far as your insight goes, you 100% believe that you are being purposefully trapped here for some reason. Not necessarily anything malicious, but you definitely get the feeling that some type of investigation is about to begin.
I summon my Drake.
And as you guys are kind of looking at this stuff, okay, what's that look like? Describe that to me.
Soviet, how far did you get in Final Fantasy X?
I got to the second to last fight with Seymour.
Okay, so you remember Shiva's summoning?
Mm-hmm.
Except for, so he's like only up to my knees, so like, the air cools around him, and like there's like this upstream vortex of air, of cool air around him, and then just like this icicle bursts from the ground with like all these like, it looks like a bloom of ice, and then it shatters into dust, and he's just sitting there like bouncing up and down all around everything. Super hyper mode.
Golden retriever.
Okay. As that happens, you're doing that. Justice then looks over and says to you, Vaenya, maybe don't be near them. Yeah, let's go here. And he's going to grab you by your arm, begin to pull you in the opposite direction of where Marx and Kit are at.
Oh.
And just as he's pulling you in the opposite direction of where Marx and Kit are at, a handful of these soldiers break formation and trap you together, because you're all within 10 or so feet of each other. They trap the group of you at Spear Point. And then silence. Like the crowd immediately hushes. The only thing you can hear is heavy breathing. Then a click, clack, click, clack, click, clack breaks through the silence as Queen Nushala steps in between two of the soldiers, and they kind of let her pass. And she's just standing there with her hands behind her back. And all she says is, "You better have a damn good explanation." The end.
Ah!
Yeah, I knew that was gonna be the fucking. And that's where we'll end our session. I knew it.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, yeah. What do we do now?
So much trouble.
Yeah. I don't even know how I'm gonna have her handle that. So who's all getting surrounded right now? Is it just us, or is it?
So it's Sten grabbing Vaenya. So Sten and Vaenya are together. You are kind of behind all of them, but still involved in this escapade. And then Kit and Marx and Max.
But Mustang is not there.
Mustang is not here.
Hey, sidebar. I appreciate that you still gave me an NPC buddy, even though I let my dad die. Like, thank you.
I
feel like Kit's gonna be everybody's friend.
Now, this is me talking on my butt, and it's probably not true, but I could only imagine what's going on here is Mustang knew a lot more than he was leading on. He brought me here. Somebody else in my family has something to do with this. I don't just theory crafting, just theory crafting, and he intentionally has sold me out.
I mean, if anybody had weird family intrigue, it would have been you.
No, this is completely like I don't know. I'm just thinking.
Well, then there's also the fact that the Wickendens family, which is a very loyal family, albeit jackasses, they were talking to your family prior to the balcony vanishing and my dad plummeting to his supposed death, even though he has a flying drake he can summon.
If only I could go over and visit my family.
Yeah, well, buckle up, bitches, because you're about to be in Vanya's family.
Unwillingly, I'll add.
I mean, most boys wanted a sister.
All right.
We wrapping up?
Sorry, guys, my back hurts a
Yep.
lot. It's
Okay.
the
You're okay.
disc, and I'm.
So what do you
That's
think
okay.
of the ridiculous level of resistance is to damage and constant reactions that this guy has?
That's
It's fun.
that's a lot.
And yeah, you can wrap up. That's fine.
Okay, but before we go, did we?
I
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, did we catch you off guard on anything?
Oh, I do want to know.
I think I caught him off guard on my fucking reactions.
It's not, no, the reactions didn't catch me off guard. I definitely was not expecting you to have that many different reactions, I think. And I mean, generally like when people are reactionary to things, it's like somebody took an attack of opportunity, or like
Shield.
fucking
Shield.
null or something like that. Just stuff, yeah, or shield. It's like people almost never use it. Like I don't think I've ever had a player actually use absorb elements.
It would have been
It's
great
so
there.
good.
It would have been
in a
absolutely
game.
for me.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, no, I mean, you guys pretty much.
Pretty on the ball.
That's pretty much exactly what I was expecting. Well, no, that's not true, because I was really thinking that some of the NPCs were gonna get more fucked up than they did.
Why do I always
Namely
end up...
Sten and Mustang.
Yeah. Why do I always end up like the firefighter? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I had an instinct that I felt like I wanted to buff Sten. I didn't know what you planned on doing with him, but plus I also kind of used it as practice because I want to be more RP heavy with like guidance and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I cast things like that, I want to like play it out. So a little bit of that was practice for me too.
Okay.
I've
Yeah, and it worked. I mean, it worked out, I think, in that regard. It made sense to be like, okay, hero, go hero, go do hero things.
I'm realizing is some important nuances about the Ranger itself with this is like Zephyr Strike, right? You don't see a lot of people go, I'm going to use Zephyr Strike as like a core feature to this character. But the effectiveness of Zephyr Strike giving you literally double your freaking movement speed,
Sonic.
additional damage, and you can just go, no one's going to hit me this turn, I'm sorry, is kind of wild.
I like Zephyr Strike a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zephyr Strike and I think, what is it? I think
I would have
Steel
stopped the
Wind
recording.
Strike.
So
I think that's what it was. Have fun.
bye bye.